Hey beautiful people, my name is Kristen. Thank you for stopping by my channel to hear about the books and things that I would like to get to in the month of September. I'm kind of doing a three-prong approach, but I feel pretty confident that I'm going to get all of these goals. So the first thing is to read the books that were chosen for me by my YouTube people out there. So thank you. My fiction book is going to be Sally Hepworth, The Good Sister. This will be my second Sally Hepworth. I read The Mother-in-Law, really enjoyed it. It was a solid 3.5, 4 kind of star read. So I'm super looking forward to this one, which has also gotten a lot of good reviews out there. Not totally sure exactly what it's about, besides it's another family drama with a mystery aspect. And then for my classic, you chose for me Passing by Nella Larsen. So I believe this is another short little classic about kind of crossing racial and economic lines and kind of not necessarily posing completely falsely, but not being completely truthful into your narrative of who you've been born and what does that mean, and really, should those lines even exist? That's really the interesting conversation about it, in my opinion. And then for my nonfiction, Finding God in the Lord of the Rings, Kirk Brunner and Jim Ware. So this is a little like Bible commentary almost about Tolkien's work, and then what is the correlation to the Christian faith and tradition. And J.R.R. Tolkien was a Christian. He was part of the Inklings and you know, had a lot of theological dialogue and writings, but he said that he was not intending the Lord of the Rings necessarily to be like a straight speaking into the Christian faith, if you will. So it influences it, but it's not supposed to fully explain it. And so even though this is a short little book, I look forward to hearing what these authors have to say about that background and that happenings. So those are my three. Now they're all short. Did you see that? None of them are very long. So this is going to be part of my Shorty September, right? And then kind of along with Shorty September, I'm going to be revisiting The Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare, because that also goes into Shakestember, right? And along with both of those, kind of tying it in, Shakestember and Shorty, we've got Vinegar Girl by Ann Tyler, also not a very big book, but this is a retelling of The Taming of the Shrew. So I'm going to listen to the original, going to read the modern retelling, and then that will be a total of 5 short books plus 2 that count for Shakestember. And then because I have been in a real fantasy sci-fi kind of mood, I decided I'm going to do sci-fi fantasy September. Not that that's a thing, I just kind of made it up because it fits my category of the fact that I would like to read 3 chunkers, you know, to balance out all the short September. So I will be diving back into the world of Dune by Frank Hebert. This is Heretics of Dune. This is the 5th in the 6 novels that he wrote. And this is, I hope, going to be really good. That the introduction to the last one said that his 4th book was actually an interlude between 2 trilogies. So this technically is the beginning of a new trilogy, but the same characters in the same world of the Dune planet, you know, far away in a different galaxy with different politics and really different creatures, particularly sandworms. So then I have Brandon Sanderson's Arcadium Abounded. This is actually multiple short stories, just all of his little short stories and novellas that aren't very big. So I'm hoping, I looked and I think he has written 50 books and short novellas, and I counted thinking I had read at least half, and I have only read like 18. But I am a huge Brandon Sanderson fan, and I will someday be a Brandon Sanderson completist, but not this day. But this will actually go through a bunch of the kind of smaller ones. And there's only one in here that I've already read. Let me see if there's a table of contents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. So one of them I've read, so 9 more will be checked off by reading this guy. And they're all in the Cosmere, into his created universe. So I'm excited about that. And then, of course, Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time series. This is The Path of Daggers. I think it's either this one or the one after this. That's the least popular book that he wrote. So we're gonna have some awesomeness the rest of the month. So even if this is a more struggle, then it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'm still gonna look forward to it. I still wanna know what happens, and we're gonna Wheel of Time it. And I am looking forward to the TV second season. Anybody else? Leave me a comment if you're looking forward to Wheel of Time, if you're reading Wheel of Time, if you've read the whole thing. Let me know where you are in the series, because 14 chunky monkeys, it takes a while to get through. So if you read any of these other books, leave me a comment if you're participating in either the Shorty September or the Shakestember, or, you know, or you're a science reader and you want to make it up with me. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on. I appreciate it. Oh, and the last thing I got to share, I got this awesome new graphic tee from Buc-ee's. Anybody Buc-ee's fans? I am a huge Buc-ee's fan. So I just loved this cute summer tee, and it was on sale because it's the end of summer, but it is not the end of heat, y'all. It is not the end of heat. So have a good one. Stay safe, stay cool. Happy reading.